So my name's Danielle Lenarduzzi. I played volleyball for the University of Windsor and I got a concussion. I got hit in the side of the head. At first I thought I was just sick. I got hit 2 days before my very first season game. The day before our season game we practiced and I was really out of it. Wasn't serving correctly, didn't know where I was supposed to be on the court, didn't know who to set. I was just all over the place. So I went to the game the next day, didn't know where I was, didn't know which set I was in. Oh man, I don't know, it was bad. I was out of rotation so many times, and which is unlike me because I've been playing volleyball for probably 9-10 years. And my coach, he was like, what's going on? I was like, I don't know, I can't tell you. I think I'm sick, I think something's wrong. So we had another game the next day, and I tried to start, and I started getting dizzy. That was another thing. I was constantly dizzy. I was a little nauseous. So he pulled me that game, and I was kind of upset about it, and I was like, whatever. I wanted to play. I was exhausted all the time. I wouldn't go to class. I couldn't wake up. When I went to class, that was bad. I felt, I don't know, like the room would start spinning and I couldn't focus. I didn't really comprehend what the prof was saying. So I went to the doctor, told her what happened, and she's like, no, you're fine. We'll send you for a CAT scan or an MRI. So I went and nothing came up. So I went to a different doctor and I was like, I know there's something wrong with me. I don't know what's going on. Help me because I'm getting screwed over for school and volleyball. And he's like, no, here's antidepressants, try these. And so I said no. And I went to a different doctor and explained to her the situation. She's like, oh, you might have a mild concussion, just rest 2 months, 3 months into it. And I was like, okay, I'm still not feeling well. I couldn't focus. When I was trying to study for school, I couldn't. I was reading the same thing over 5 times and it still wasn't sinking in. It was pretty bad. My exams were all pushed back. My professors really worked with me and whatnot. I went to probably 3 or 4 doctors. They all told me different things. They kept pushing antidepressants on me. So finally I said, you know what, forget it. I'll just go on the antidepressants and see where it takes me. My mom was pretty worried. My mom and dad were pretty worried. I live by myself, so it was she was over a lot. Until about, I don't know, March, April is when I started seeing Dr. Lemmo after my birthday. And my mom forced me to go, and I was like, you know what, Mom, I'm just so done. I'm just going to take these meds because everyone's been telling me the same thing. I was pretty fed up with it. So I went and I tried it out. Thank God my mom forced me to go. I was skeptical at first. I was like, okay, you know what, this is crazy. It's not going to work. But it did, and yeah, here I am. I told him I got hit, and he did a few tests on me, and he's like, oh, did you get hit on this side of your head? Did you get hit here, and no one else had done that. Everyone else took it at face value, and it's just like, oh, you're anxious, or you're depressed, or you're crazy, I don't know. But I don't know, he just knew. Yeah, so after the first visit, I was like, okay, maybe I should give this guy a shot. So I went back. I started doing these exercises and my headache started going away. I was more focused. Loud noises didn't bother me. And bright lights were okay. But yeah, I feel back to normal now. So for the most part it was week by week, but when I got back on the court it was more I could play again. I was serving fine. I was practicing fine. I knew who to set. I knew where I was supposed to be on the court. I was back to normal, which is nice. My backup, she got a concussion too. She's from London, and I recommended her to Dr. Lemmo, but she lives a few hours away, so she didn't. But I would definitely recommend them to Dr. Lemmo.